Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video. And welcome back to another What If. What if Future Trunks went to the GT timeline instead of the Super timeline, Part 2. If you want to go back and watch Part 1, that will be linked in the description, or I'll leave a card up above right here. My goal for this What If is 1,500 likes, so please be sure to leave a like if you do enjoy the video. But I'll give you a bit of a summary of what happened in Part 1, so just to refresh you guys a bit. So in the last part, Future Trunks from the Super timeline was on the run from Goku Black. He wanted to get help from Goku and Vegeta, so he went in the time machine and went away. Unfortunately for Trunks, he woke up to a kid Goku, and then saw his father with weird hair and a mustache. Yes, he ended up in the GT timeline. So if you are a power scaler, then you know that Super is way stronger than GT. Yes, even Future Trunks is stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So Future Trunks, Goku, and Vegeta all trained together in the time chamber to get stronger, and so Goku and Vegeta could play catch up to Future Trunks. They would then meet up with Zamasu, but Zamasu in GT is good because he never saw how Goku acted with the gods, and because of this, Gowasu was able to convince Zamasu to be good. While Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Future Zamasu took on Goku Black, Beerus would go on a quest to figure out what the Super Saiyan God is, and he'd go to Namek, and then Beerus would find out because of the Dragon Balls. After this, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Zamasu would leave Future Trunks' timeline to go back to the main GT timeline because they were being overpowered by a Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black. Then we ended off with them about to do the Super Saiyan God ritual. Now this is where I really tried to think. Who should be the one to get the Super Saiyan God form from this ritual? I immediately ruled out Goku because he was a kid, and I thought it would just be weird. And then Goten or present Trunks wouldn't be strong enough, so this leaves either Vegeta or Future Trunks. I'm going to give this one to Future Trunks so that he can hopefully get a win for himself. So then they all surround Future Trunks and they do the ritual. Trunks powers up immediately and he rises, and then he evolves into the Super Saiyan God form. And his red aura and his power is shocking everybody, including Beerus. Now, it is actually quite likely that Future Trunks would surpass Beerus, or at least get really close, because the Super Saiyan God is such a massive multiplier, and Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, even before the year in the time chamber, was way stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku. So it would be even more powerful than Goku going Super Saiyan God on top of Super Saiyan God. And now he has Super Saiyan 3, and he's absorbing the God Ki. So he's very strong. Super Saiyan God, fight me now. No, Beerus, I have a job to do to defeat Black. If you don't fight me now, I will erase you and everyone here. Then everyone looked at Beerus in shock. Trunks didn't want this to happen, so he appealed to Beerus' wishes. Just like how Goku would be getting stronger with the fight as a Super Saiyan God, Future Trunks would be doing that as well. And I do think he'd be able to overpower Beerus, but just as Future Trunks looked like he was going to defeat Beerus, a portal ripped open, and in came Goku Black and evil Zamasu. They were amazed with the power they witnessed in Future Trunks. His power, it far exceeds our own. Just as I said this though, the God form disappeared, and Future Trunks was now a regular Super Saiyan. Goku Black and Zamasu then began to laugh. Meanwhile, everyone else felt despair. The Super Saiyan God form, it's gone now. How are we gonna stop Black? Look at yourself, you idiot. The God form is burning inside of you still. You may have lost the form, but you still have the power. Trunks did look down at himself, and he didn't feel any different than when he was a god. Super Saiyan Trunks then went over to fight Black and Zamasu. Even Rose Black couldn't do anything to this Trunks. Trunks was way stronger. This is when we would finally see Goku Black and Zamasu fuse. Now we do know that Beerus is likely far stronger than Merge Zamasu, and since Future Trunks is likely close to Beerus in power, he would still be far stronger than this Merge Zamasu. Although there's a huge issue for Trunks. Every punch, every Ki Blast, every second that Merge Zamasu takes a beating, he would be getting stronger because of Goku Black's Zenkai boost. Eventually he would catch up, and Trunks would have to go Super Saiyan 2 and then Super Saiyan 3. Despite Trunks' initial huge power gap over Merge Zamasu, the Goku Black part of the fusion increases the power intensely. Beerus then realizes getting out of hand how Merge Zamasu is now even stronger than himself, and still it's not much of an issue for Beerus as he can still erase him with his Akai technique. This is where Beerus finally intervenes. He immediately goes up to Merge Zamasu and yells, Hakai, and the god is now erased. Since technically Merge Zamasu wasn't completely mortal anymore, that's why Beerus could do it. With Zamasu erased, all is now good in the world. Now since Merge Zamasu did end up killing everybody in Future Trunks' Earth, he would have a reason to go back. And he does go back, and this is where he would meet with the survivors, and then find out that Mai was actually still alive as she survived. Trunks would then get ready on rebuilding Earth. Meanwhile, Beerus would be upset that he didn't get to complete his fight with a Super Saiyan God. Goku really wanted to fight Beerus and see how strong he was, but Beerus just wasn't interested at all. All he wanted was the Super Saiyan God. Well, why don't we just do the ritual, and you can fight me since I'll be a Super Saiyan God. You don't have enough Saiyans for that ritual. We do though. We have both Pan and Bola who have Saiyan blood. Unfortunately, Goku, your body may not be able to handle it. You must become an adult again. Whis then uses his magic powers and turns Goku back into an adult. Whis was able to speed up Bulma's pregnancy, so I'm just going to use this power on Goku so that he can increase his age as well. Who knows if he can do this, but it's a what if, so let's do it. This leads to Goku getting the Super Saiyan God and fighting Beerus, and also Goku gives Beerus a good fight. Remember, Super Saiyan 4 Goku was slightly weaker than Super Saiyan 3 Future Trunks, so they would be similar in power when fighting each other. Once Goku absorbs the God form and then goes Super Saiyan on top of this, he's still weaker than Beerus, but way closer. It's a really close fight. Now, I don't know if Goku would go past Super Saiyan because he didn't do that in Dragon Ball Super. We don't know if he could because he didn't go Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3 when he fought Beerus in the Battle of the Gods. But with Goku already being so close, it really would not take him long for him to actually surpass Beerus. Remember in GT how determined Vegeta was to get Super Saiyan 4? Well, same for the Super Saiyan God power. This leads to him again begging for Whis to train him, which leads to Goku going as well and training with him. And with Beerus being awake and Champa knowing that, he would still have his food competition with Beerus, which then leads to the Universe 6 tournament being suggested. And this makes so the Goku Black arc happens first, Battle of the Gods essentially happens in the middle, and Golden Frieza never happens, and then it's the Universe 6 tournament. Now with Goku and Vegeta training with Whis, getting their bases much stronger, and then getting Super Saiyan Blue on top of that, they have now surpassed even Beerus in power. Although Beerus would still likely win in a fight due to his experience and techniques, and he also has some sort of control over Ultra Instinct, and he has his Akai technique, so if they did fight to the death, Beerus would still win. Going into the tournament, we would have Majub, who would actually make it into the Universe 6 tournament finally, and we would not have Piccolo because he's in hell. So instead of Piccolo, it could be Gohan with the way he was fighting by the end of GT, which makes the most sense because Gohan was actually doing kind of good at the end of Dragon Ball GT. And Monaka wouldn't be in there because he was essentially there because Goku wanted somebody who was near Beerus in power to fight and wasn't pretty impressed, but if Goku had surpassed Beerus, Monaka, there would be no point to have Monaka there. So we're going to replace Monaka with Pan. She would actually want to be in this tournament to show her stuff, but Goku would make her go last because he believed that he and Vegeta would be able to win the tournament without her having to fight. The order goes Gohan, Majub, Goku, Vegeta, and then Pan. And then Gohan would defeat Batamo in the beginning, just like he did in the Tournament of Power, or just like how Goku did in the Universe 6 tournament. Gohan would be not as strong as he was in the Tournament of Power though, but he would still be pretty strong. But then Gohan would be no match for Frost Poison, and would lose, and Majub would also lose to Frost Poison. Though that's the only reason why though, just the Frost Poison. With Jacko never finding out about the Poison Needle since he wouldn't be there in the first place because there was no Frieza arc to get the characters anointed with each other, that leads to Goku just immediately powering up to Super Saiyan and taking out Frost before he could react in time. Now we'd have Goku versus Cabba. I do think this scene would be similar to that in Super. Goku likes to bring out his opponent's full power, and the fact that Cabba is a Saiyan and a good guy, and knowing that Goku does have the fight in the bag no matter what, he would draw out Super Saiyan from Cabba, although probably in a different, much more peaceful way than Vegeta did. Now this leads to Goku versus Hit. Hit is a very hard character to gauge. In the anime, he defeats Vegeta handily, suppressed because of the time skip alone. But in the manga, the time skip only works against people that he is stronger than, so it's kind of weird, but we're going to stick with the anime version where he can use it on people stronger than him. And yes, Hit can use his time skip on people stronger than him, hence he used it against Jiren. And even if Goku doesn't know about the time skip, I still think it wouldn't work against him completely. Goku would be so strong that even as a Super Saiyan Blue without Kaioken, he is stronger than Beerus. And if you want to get all mad about it, well, tell me this. In Dragon Ball Super, even if Beerus didn't know about Hit's time skip, do you really think he would be defeated by Hit? No, he wouldn't be. The power gap would be far too strong, and in fact Super Saiyan Blue Goku defeats Hit despite it being somewhat of a close fight. just because of Hit's unique technique that keeps it sort of not close, but closer than it should have been. And it would still go the same, except Vegeta would be really mad that he didn't get to participate in the tournament. Universe 7 would get the Dragon Balls, and Beerus would be nice and wish for Champa's Earth to be brought back. And this would then eventually lead up to the Tournament of Power, as Zeno would arrive at the tournament of Universe 6 versus Universe 7, and then Goku would recommend a new tournament. So if we advance to then, the Universe 7 team would be Goku, Vegeta, Majub, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Android 18, Master Roshi, Krillin, and Tien. In the exhibition match, it would be Goten, who needs to improve himself, Majub, and Goku. It would go the same, except there would be all 3 wins for the Universe 7 team over the Universe 9 team instead of 2 wins and a tie. But right before the tournament would start, Universe 7 needed to make a substitution, as they would substitute Trunks for future Trunks. That's right, they're going to go back in time, go back to Trunks' timeline, and they're going to get future Trunks so that he can be on their team. And then now he'd essentially be the 3rd strongest. Goku and Vegeta's training would put him past future Trunks, but still. Anyways, guys, hope you did like this. Again, let's shoot for 1,500 likes, but also subscribe and tell me what you think about this down below. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications, join my Discord, and follow me on Twitter. And thanks to all my Patreon supporters, Zachtrotaku and Hodag Hunter. Those are my Super Saiyans. Thanks to my Super Saiyan 2s, Darius, Israel Flores, Dutch Gamer Monkey, Connor Trigg, Locke, Gerald Herbert, Anime Paradox, Griffin Jacob, and Mystic Ghoul. And thanks to my Super Saiyan 3s, Scotland Serenity, Daraj Payton, Sin Overlord 17, Badass Thug, and the really awesome dude that only supports Broku on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for all the support on my Patreon. It really does mean a lot, and it really does help me out. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Peace out.